Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a Craftsman Snowblower in the shop here. It's actually made by Briggs. What's going on with this machine is that the electric chute works intermittently. So sometimes it'll turn on one side and on the other and vice versa. The actual chute tilt works good, however. So what I'm going to do now is start up the machine and show you what's going on. Okay, so let's start this machine up. So here's what the problem is, guys. It's actually the switch right here. I often see this in the shop here, and I always have to replace this switch. This one's good. This is for the chute tilt, the top part of the chute that goes up and down, so that's okay. So the first thing you need to do is disconnect that switch. So it's quite simple. You just pull it underneath here. And now to get the old switch off, you need to go under the console again and squeeze these tabs here. You're going to see that they're on each side of the switch. So you squeeze them in with a screwdriver or something like that and then pry the switch out. And here's the switch part number 709954. Now you're going to need more than just the switch because they've changed the wiring harness over. So you will also need wiring harness 8400 3010. Now you can buy a kit where you get the switch and the harness, and the part number for that is 1687904. So I ended up buying the harness and the switch separately because the kit wasn't available anymore. It was on back order, and I didn't want to wait like 6 months for it. So you have either choice here with the part numbers. All the part numbers are in the description of this video. So this is probably the hardest part of the whole job here, is just getting that switch off. And don't worry if you damage it, because this switch is not good anymore. When you go to install the switch, make sure it's in this position. So the arrows on the switch will be pointing upwards. It's very easy to install it. Just get it down in the hole. Now, if the switch doesn't really want to fit in there, just grab a file here and just file the edges a bit. So I filed down the edges a bit. The switch fits nice and perfectly in there. Now I almost forgot, before you put the switch in, grab the wiring harness and plug it into the switch. It'll make things a lot easier for you. Now the switch only goes on one way onto this wiring harness, and it's this way here. This little tab here goes right inside over here. So there's only one way the connector goes on the switch. Just like that. And I'll just insert the harness through the hole, and I'll just push on the switch. You don't need to push too hard on there. It'll just go in there, and when you hear the click noise, the switch is locked in there. And I'll grab the other end of the wiring harness and the connector that previously was on the switch. And it doesn't really seem to make much difference which way you plug this in, because it does fit on both ends like this. So I'm just going to put it in like this. And if you want, you can actually zip tie it somewhere here underneath so it doesn't rub on other parts. So now I'll start it up, and hopefully that's all that was wrong with this machine. Alright, so as you saw, that's all it was. I actually keep those parts in stock, guys, because it is a common issue with these snowblowers here. Also down here, there is a cover that goes over the gear and the motor here, and I like to spray a bit of lithium grease on those gears here. And then this plastic cover goes there. One bolt holds it on. Also keep this part here well greased because it will seize on you. And again, I'm using lithium grease on that. Then just clean up the mess. So hopefully my video will save you a lot of aggravation. Again, check this first, guys. If that doesn't work after, you may have to replace the electric motor here that actually turns the chute back and forth. And that will be a little bit more pricier. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe and that you're following me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You guys have a great day.